When you think about Beyblade, the first thing that may come to mind is the explosive battles the Spintops would have in either real life or in the anime. And most of these intense battles are created by attack type Beyblades, which are debatably the most fun type of Beyblade to battle with. But on the other side of things, you have stamina, one of the most boring types, in my opinion. And besides that, you have defense type Beyblades, which might be one of the most fraudulent Beyblade types. In the beginning of Beyblade, defense was kinda completely overshadowed by attack types, I'm not gonna lie. The first defense type was actually called Saizo, but ultimately ended up being represented by Drasil. Since attack was so overpowered in the plastic generation, most things would just get sent flying, and the only way defense seemed to stand a real fighting chance against any attack type combos was by having a hybrid of defense and stamina. Defense only seemed to evolve when Beyblade evolved into its next generation, Beyblade Metal Fight. Beyblade Metal Fight was my childhood and was so awesome and game-breaking in my opinion, and to this day, it stands the test of time. In its competitive format, it also stands to be one of the best played formats as well, where it just so happens that defense was able to find its most comfortable home. Despite the anime showing defense types as also being able to dish out heavy attacks, looking at you, Kiyoya and Leon, in reality, defense was always used to take attacks head on. Bakushin and Wing Metal Wheels excel the most at this, for example. And after Metal Fight, in Beyblade Burst, there was kind of not really, like, defense was a bit of a thing, but stamina was just way too overpowered. What do I want to say overpowered? It was just spamming a meta. It was boring as hell. But now we have Beyblade X, which is full of high-speed fun. But can defense types hold their ground in a meta where attack and even stamina types reign supreme? And the answer to that is gonna be yes and no, sort of. Defense is weird in Beyblade X, I'm not gonna lie. And the best performing defense type is not even classified as a defense type. Currently, the best classified defense type is actually Nightmail, which is good, but a lot of players prefer it on an attack type setup. The reason it hits so hard is being due to it's shaped like a dumpling, which is still good for taking hits, but even better at dishing them out. It hits harder than you hitting that subscription button, which, by the way, you guys definitely should hit the subscription button if you're enjoying my content, because we are less than 200 subscribers away from hitting 3,000 subscribers, which is honestly really crazy. But anyway, I might not be cooked, but does that mean defense is cooked? Actually, no, because despite defense having its setbacks, you can categorize defense types just like attack. The main 4 subclasses of defense actually have some use. The first subclass for defense being Evasion. Beyblades in this category are ones I'd also call mobile defense. One blade to represent this subclass would have to be Leon Crest in Beyblade X. Nizma Blader's favorite, and one of the better defense types created actually. Leon Crest on the point bit helps evade attackers very well, while also being able to tank hits amazingly as well. It's just a huge wall of defense, and it's gonna be hard to get past it, I'm not gonna lie. But now we must move on to the second subclass for defense, which most would think align with stamina, endurance. The subclass I feel is one you really might think is just stamina types, especially when the best Beyblade for endurance is Wizard Rod. But defense types can also take advantage of it too. Even though the Beyblade that can represent this subclass is Wizard Rod, its combo is quite different than what you'd normally see. Wizard Rod on 160 Hexa is one of the better endurance type defense type Beyblades. And even though the Wizard Rod blade can pretty much be used in most setups, this is really good for defense combos, because you're going to be able to stay in the ring and be able to outspin most of your opponents. But now it's time to move on to the third subclass of defense, which is something I couldn't wait anymore to talk about because it screams defense. The tank. The best Beyblade that can represent this for Beyblade X would be Silver Wolf, 100%. It's just amazing at surviving lethal attack blows. And the combo, Silver Wolf on Hexa, makes it even stronger at doing so. Silver Wolf might be classified as a stamina type, but due to its heavy weight and little spinny ring, it can do really well at just tanking straight on attack hits. Strand Buster and even Impact Drake can really struggle against Silver Wolf. I feel like Silver Wolf's main weakness is genuinely just to try and burst it. But even then, it can still be difficult. But now we move on to the last subclass for defense, which is my favorite, counter attack. The perfect Beyblade to represent this would be Unicorn Sting. On the combo, Unicorn Sting 960 Dot. Unicorn's double-edged blades have a smooth and aggressive side, perfect at surviving and dishing out attacks back at the opponent. Dot also helps a ton because of its jaggedness. Definitely don't sleep on this bit because it really is awesome. And honestly, this combo can even KO Wizard Rod at times, which is just kind of crazy to think about. But overall, defense types are pretty weird. Not all of them can be seen as defense types to the general eye. Most people will be like, oh wait, that unicorn combo, that's an attack type combo. Or, oh my god, Wizard Rod, it's stamina. But defense is really in such a weird place in Beyblade X that it's just this weird jack of all trades where a lot of Beyblades can fit into its category, which unlike attack and unlike stamina are pretty strongly fit into them. But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video about defense types in the competitive Beyblade X meta, and to really see how weird and how good they actually are, because again, to answer that question, are defense types good, is like maybe yes, no. It's in a really weird spot right now, and unless we get something really amazing with CX, I honestly don't see it changing for a very long time. But let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite defense type Beyblade of all time? Mine just so happens to be this awesome boy, Fang Leon. Fang Leon is so sick! It's such a sick design, and its counter mode is literally amazing, especially because it fits in to the counter attack subclass that I just talked about. It's so cool and honestly fits Kyoya in the anime so well too. And even though defense types aren't my favorite type of Beyblade, I really love Leon in Beyblade Metal Fight. It just is so awesome and so intimidating despite not being an attack type, and since my favorite types are attack types, it's just kind of funny how Leon gives off that energy in my opinion. So yeah guys, let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite defense type Beyblade ever? And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, because you guys are gonna be getting a really awesome video next time. And again, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that subscription button and like the video if you haven't already, because we are really close to 3,000 subscribers. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support you guys have been giving me the past like forever. So honestly, I can't wait to show you even more content that I have in store, because I am so excited to get a bunch of content out, and you guys are gonna love it. I already know. But yeah, remember guys to keep on spinning, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.